Hello there, and welcome to another edition of, my show, podcast, channel, whatever the heck you would like to call it. Feel the Guy 316, the place to be when no one else is streaming. When no one else is left on YouTube, this is the place that stands tall. So let's see. I got 15 minutes to kill. My co-host is going to jump in about 15 minutes. So this is the before the I guess. I don't know. But that's the actual show, if anybody's really paying attention. But, So there we go. All right. 901 Sharpay. I don't remember what I set the prerequisite to tonight. I either put it at 2 minutes or 2 hours. I don't remember which. Probably the latter. I usually do like 20 minutes. But, there's always a way around that apparently. But, so anywho, you might be killing some time for the first 15 minutes, but that's okay. Got plenty of things to talk about. One, the world is going to be a whole lot better pretty soon, and that's okay by me. So I kind of like what's going on, like, not even world-wise. I'm just talking about my personal life. Things are starting to look up. People are getting out the way, going places, hopefully, and that's a good thing. Always got to be positivity. There ain't no room for negativity because I don't make any room for it. Oh, heck. Mr. Asshole disagrees. What? I can't believe that. Mr. Asshole. No, Mr. Asshole has to agree. What is he disagreeing on? America's greatest superheroes disagreeing. I must have done something wrong. I don't know. There could be a lot of things I did wrong lately. I wish I know. But well, the main person that's stepping in my way is stepping out of my way as far as my personal life. So, boom! Less than 2 weeks, that person's out of my life, hopefully forever. And I sincerely hope things are for the best. But you never know how life throws the wild cards sitting around. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oops, why did I hit that? There we go. I don't know why I plugged his StreamYards, but no! Mr. Asshole cannot disagree. I'd like to get his thoughts on the disagreement. On which part of the disagreement I said was a disagreed. At this point, I don't remember what I said anyway. There we go. Fire Buck Fodden. Yep. Classic. Hopefully he fires himself. Pretty damn soon. Alrighty. Yeah. So, I was thinking of doing a simulcast on the Twitch. I didn't do it tonight, but I will soon. Twitch needs to start paying my ad revenue. They screwed up the ad revenue process on their platform. Very disappointed. Even if I had nobody watching my streams, I was still making 60, 70 cents per hour just by not doing anything, just running ads. Now that's not a whole lot, but I mean, you get that going, you get donation going, and voila, you get some stuff. El Presidente. You're talking about El Presidente, the man who falls upwards on Air Force One, the man who shits his pants on a daily basis, the man who doesn't know how to get off a two-inch stage, a man who, a Cocker Spaniel, could do a better job than El Presidente. Hell, anybody with any common knowledge can knock out El Presidente. I mean, shit, El Presidente has ruined the country, ruined pretty much anything, and if he hasn't ruined it, he's trying to on the way out. Ruined the economy, ruined everything. It's the Herbert Hoover syndrome. Stock crash in 1929. Herbert Hoover, boom, crashes. They bring in FDR. Well, Buck Fine leaves and boom, we bring in El Trumpo. 2 new candidates. Nah, we already got 2. President Trump and former President Trump. And they're going to battle it out to see who wins. So, I don't know. We agree to disagree, but honestly, I think we're in good hands. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we are. But, you should come on Scotty's stream tomorrow night when he's streaming. And not that he's going to talk about politics. He's not really a politicking channel per se. There he is, Hulk Hogan. Get out the way. I want to see Hulk Hogan, damn it. Need to see him back on the floor. What doesn't matter what the day is. But now he's in a suit. So the Hulkamaniacs agree. So there's like 42 trillion Hulkamaniacs out there single-handedly. So, we're doing good there. But 2024, that's this year. Amazing. It's this year. That's Hulk Hogan. He's like, who you gonna do, brother? When El Presidente gets his ass out of the White House. Once and for all. He probably shit his pants going, oh, I pooped it. But gotta have faith. But just my personal opinion. I'm not imposing this on any single person. But why in the rat's ass blue fuckery of hell would you want El Presidente, which Buck Fine, reelected? Unless you're rich or you don't give a shit about the way things are going in America, why in the blue ass of hell would you want a man that's senile, who shits his pants on a regular basis and can't figure out how to get off a goddamn stage? The only person I know who falls upwards. Gravity does not, I call him Buck Fine with the middle finger. That's a nice way of saying whatever, but if you want to say it. But I sincerely hope that what you were saying on Cajun Stream, and he drops the shit out, I sincerely hope that is 100% true. I mean, the only person that even has a chance against Trump, and a slim chance at best, would be RFK Jr., and that's at best slim. So, hey, I'm off work tomorrow, so you know what? That'd be the best off day work ever, President. I wake up in the morning, President El Presidente shits his pants in office for the last time. Gavin Newsom. Good Lord, that dude single-handedly, with the assistance of Melted Barbie Doll, took down California. I don't even know who the Gretchen person is, but I'm sure she can't be good if she's Democrat. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know who that is, unless it's Newsom I've heard of. He single-handedly destroyed California. We're really in deep shit. If that guy gets elected, governor of Michigan. Oh, that's why that's your state. Okay, that's why I know. We have a good governor in Louisiana. His name's Jeff Landry. He was the attorney general. He is a Republican. He's not taking names, taking no shit from anybody. 3 months in office, and he's already improved our state 5 million degrees from the former John Bell Edwards governor, who single-handedly destroyed it. Well, if that's the case, and he picked the better of two evils, if you can call it that. Somebody actually said this in a live stream to me 2 weeks ago. They said Trump is the better of two evils. And I would like to know why Trump is evil, considering he did 4 years of probably the best presidents probably since Reagan. I mean, why, so you think Michigan would be turned into Canada? See, it's the wrong CA. CA, California, China, Canada. Not that all three of those have related, but Michigan's close to Canada. You think she'd be turned into maple syrup land. But I don't know. Yeah, I just don't understand how anybody could vote for El Presidente. In 4 years, he has single-handedly ruined America. Unless you're filthy rich and don't give a rat's ass, or you just, I don't know. You'd have to be filthy rich or just don't give a rat's ass about this country, or you're infiltrating it from the outside to vote for someone who is senile and has no idea where the hell he is at any given time on this planet. It just boggles the human mind that even after the debate, there are still supporters of him. That is scary. Seriously. We're doomed now. If by some coincidence this asshole gets rigged and reelected, we are really doomed. And they're setting it up. We have to have Trump in office. We really do, because he's the only hope. In my opinion, he's the only hope. And it's my personal opinion. If it offends anybody, I'm not apologizing for my opinion. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But, you can't have... America's turned into a laughingstock. This guy, El Presidente, who's in office now, shits his pants on a daily basis and doesn't think twice about it. His mind is gone. It's been gone. I don't know how he barely got through 4 years. God forbid if he gets another 4, we're screwed. So, no, I'm not apologizing. I said I'm not going to, Oh, and there are some fuckers I banned on Twitter for saying that he missed. I banned them. Some of them, 2 of them were my best friends I've known for 30 years who sent me that damn fucking meme. I banned their ass. I said, don't ever talk to me again. I'm sorry. We're done. I don't condone. I don't care who it was. I don't condone that shit. Nobody should condone that shit. That is just no. You want to take somebody out, you taking them out. You take them out physically, mentally. You don't do that kind of crap. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't. You don't. But I mean, even if Trump wasn't running, and it would have been Bob Johnson, let's say, Bob Johnson had Trump quality candidate, I'd go for him too. You got to go for somebody who's strong for this country, and it's proven that he's strong. Who's in office now? No. He wasn't 100% when he was elected, if you want to call it elected. Voted in, whatever you want to call it. But, it's, and I got to watch my wording here because 3 years from now, YouTube will listen to this nonsense and censor it. Dave's not here, man. Oh, there he is. The premiere must be over. It's been 15 minutes already. See, I killed 15 minutes. We're live on the floor here. There's some girl in the background. They're selling brownies. She's saying, hey, there's the hookup. Free liquor. Doing running commentary of this shit. Like, yeah, the free liquor. Yeah, the booze is going. Oh, you said boobs? I thought you said boobs. Oh, free booze, ladies and gentlemen, not free booze. And we're certainly not booing here. I can sit here and do running commentary. No, that'll be for the Democratic National Convention. That's the one. That's the comedy show. That's the one where I'm going to do a running comedy theme. Be like, and the senator guy to shoot his pants, folks. We have no idea what he's doing up there. He's mumbling some shit. We don't even know. Tennessee, New Hampshire. Where the hell's my state at? It's got to be in there somewhere. Got to be up in there somewhere. I don't know. I got this thing on mute, so I can't exactly hear what's going on. Because, I don't want the censorship from the YouTube, because they probably will. I got the caption on the TV, so at least I can read it. But I didn't even watch the first 3 days of this. Day 4. Well, you know who ran Chicago for a long time. Is that Kid Rock? God damn right. It's Bob Ritchie, folks. Kid Rock, Detroit bound. There we go. Yes, sir. I'm telling you. Too bad I got the sound off. Damn right. Warning, explicit lyrics. What the ass? Were you serious? Really? Oh, there he is. The premiere must be over. We're going to bring him in. You know him? You love him? Hell, he's let me see, I got the volume on. Okay, mute. Turn the volume on. Anyway, he knows it. He needs no introduction, so I'm not giving him one.
Boom, 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 boom. Who that, baby? Angora Tigers. You
Who
know
that?
That's right.
Fuck the Falcons.
Fuck the Falcons.
Kid Rock's up there singing some songs.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Really? Where at?
At the Republican National Convention.
RNC.
That's right. Bob Ritchie, a.k.a. Kid Rock.
My bad.
Oh, you're excused. I got Kid Rock's first 4 or 5 seasons. They got on the TV warnings, explicit lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Like what? I mean, I know what he sounds, but I'm just like,
he's got some radio edited stuff, for radio.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to say that on there, and even if he does, they'll bleep it out. You can bet they have this on a 7-second delay.
Oh yeah, they always got a delay. Satellite feed, yeah. All that's going to a satellite feed, then they can censor whatever.
Oh yeah. How was the premiere?
Went good. I'm
gonna watch it after I do my stream.
Something I learned on there about that frequency countering clock. He lost power to it. On them Cobra 2000s, this big old base station. He's only got one speaker for it. They came with one speaker on a regular stock mic. He bought this one with a D104, lollipop mic, power mic, and
I'll
it
take
came
your
with.
word
I think
for it, I don't know what it is.
That's a lollipop mic like that, and then the silver, and they got a Golden Eagle one because they had the Golden Eagle radios, Browning Golden Eagles.
Yeah,
and so they made a mic for Browning, the Golden Eagles, and it's got the hand grip like right here. You grip it like that and talk. Or some of them,
big ones.
They have a little thing on the base. You press it. Some models do. But it's a lollipop mic, they call it. It's got the round head on top with the stem that big around and then a base on it about that big around. But it's an amplified microphone. Got 9-volt battery in it. Little amplifier board in it with two SC 945 transistors. That's all it is. 2 little bitty switching or amplifier transistors with a couple of resistors, capacitors, and that's it. You know, real simple circuit. I used to build them. I used to make them. I used to redo the boards and just totally redo them. You know, all new caps, everything.
Fly on the Wall wants me to say fight, fight, fight. There must be a UFC fight going around.
No, like Trump when he
wink,
came
wink.
up with the agents, you know, from when he got shot.
I know.
Fight.
I'm saying it in a way where I don't get censored 3 years from now. Is that? Yeah, that's what he said just now.
Who did?
I have Kid Rock's first 4 CDs. I have the one where he's flipping the middle finger.
Who said that? Kid Rock told Biden to kiss his ass or whatever.
He's singing it right. He's singing it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
He's on NBC. Well, I'm watching NBC because I don't have cable. So NBC News, you know, it's on PBS. It's on freaking it's on all the major stations, I believe. But NBC, when they brought up Eric Trump, they brought up the three main things. And at the bottom says also signed 2 checks for hush money to Stormy Daniels. And I'm like, what the ass? Are you serious? You're gonna bring that up after all his accomplishments, you son of a bitch? There's the brownie, the Girl Scout cookies with the brownies dancing, swiggling around. But there you go. Michigan is represented in, you know, I wish we had Uncle Ted in here. Somebody needs to find Uncle Ted and stick him on a Republican stage. I bet you he's probably going live. He's been going live after the
Ted Nugent? Oh yeah. He ain't gonna lie about it. I get a notice about it every day, every other day that he's lying.
He does he used to go live every day, and then he does like a 10, 12-minute program with his co-host, but he's been going live after the conventions. He went live after the debate. Man, he put Biden on blast. But so did everybody else in the nation. You know, but I'm telling you, if we had that in New Orleans, nobody would get out alive. They'd fry everybody.
I wish old Jack would come by.
Yeah. Dana White's now up.
His little daughter's birthday is tomorrow.
He said he was taking her out tonight.
I think that's tomorrow he's taking her out. Because they ate
maybe
fried
so.
liver and onion ring. They went and ate at Mama's Fried Chickens. Mama's Fried Chicken. Said they stopped got
never
something
tried
over
that.
there. The fried liver dinner.
Well, maybe maybe when I do my stream tomorrow, I'll hop in. I'm gonna do a stream.
You're talking about Vanna White. You ever seen her? That episode of Price is Right she was on?
Yeah, I've seen her. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's from 1980.
She never did get up, you know, on stage. She never did get up on stage, but
she was in the row.
She was down in the contestants' row.
No, I didn't see that video. But I mean, honestly, they ran out of ideas, so it was inevitably going to happen. You know, but they got all the stars out tonight. Like I said, I didn't watch the first 3 nights of this, but this is the 4th night. It's probably the final night. Because, you know, but, well, no, I was flipping the channels. It was on PBS briefly, which is funny if you watch it on PBS. It's like, okay, I know. It's like a golf channel thing. I know. So-and-so is coming up to talk. Let's listen. And then the volume is so loud, and they go, and he was really good tonight. And
really? I wonder if that guy didn't kind of bamboozle YouTube a little bit, make the video after the fact that it happened, and then fake the date some kind of way on YouTube.
Well, I mean, it's not hard to really. I don't think he would have faked it. I mean, if you think about it, all the
you can see the date where he published it on YouTube, you know, but maybe somehow he bamboozled that, you know.
I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility.
You can date the video whenever you want it, but that publishing date you cannot change. or supposed
yeah.
to cannot change. Know what I mean?
But I mean, just leading up to the events that happened, he probably threw out a kind of generic kind of thing. I mean, it was probably inevitable that it was going to
Yeah,
happen
right.
because they
Yeah,
haven't stopped them yet. And everything they've tried, they failed. I mean, if he didn't move his head slightly, that would have been the end of that. They would have got him right in the eye. That would have been the end of that.
He moved his head to the right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that bullet was coming this way. Okay. Like that. So, and it was coming for right there. Okay. Right here. Like a temple shot or something. Right here. And when he turned his head, the bullet, instead of going here, it went, it clipped his ear. So yeah, he turned his head. I mean, at the right second, man.
I saw something yesterday where somebody posted a picture of the Full Metal Jacket and said, "Seriously?" And he didn't get his head blown off by this. Seriously, and all it did was cut his ear. And a guy put on there, he goes, "Man, when he put his hand up to his ear," and this is what the guy said. The guy said when he put his hand up to his ear, he pulled the old wrestle trick and sliced his ear open. He goes, "Are you sitting there and trying to tell me that a Full Metal Caliber barely grazed his ear? That would have took out his whole ear." And I'm just like,
no, because it didn't make impact with anything. No.
Yeah. I mean,
no. And that wasn't, like, I mean, he had an AR style rifle, which they, is probably 9mm. They come in 9mm, 22 long rifle, so it just depends on what caliber it was calibered in, because 9mm, that's nothing, that's just a pistol round.
Yeah, but this guy showed
he
a
was
big old
400 feet away, football field and a half, and
Mm-hmm.
AR. I got a friend of mine. He makes ARs all the time. He gets the
I'll listen to it after this.
the uppers, and I think he gets the uppers. Yeah, and then he does his own lowers and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. But no, I'm not doubting that this person made a video because the way things was going, I probably could have said it. Hell, I'm sure in 3 years, YouTube will probably made me say it. Said you probably didn't say it.
Yeah, they make them in a 5.56, which is 223. Which the caliber is not that big, just a little bit bigger than 22, but it's got a lot of powder behind it, bigger cartridge. But not all ARs are 5.56 or 7.72.
I could mute my mic, but if it's loaded in the YouTube land, I could, But
yeah, I'll watch that later. The one about the prediction, I'll watch that later.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna watch it later because I'm not doubting that anybody said it. I'm sure you're not the only one that said. He might have been the first, but now who's playing? Who the hell is that? Somebody
AR-7 is 308. Yeah, but I don't know which AR. You got AR-15s. A buddy of mine, he does the AR-15s, but different calibers.
It says on there soon. First address and shoot. Wow. He ought to get up there and go, "My fellow Americans," and then just walk off the stage, drop the mic.
Like me, I can make a prediction if I know he's going to be on stage at a certain time, certain day. I can make a prediction he'll get shot in the neck, or right here. And if it happens, well, I got lucky and just guessed it. But to guess, get shot, to eardrum busted out.
Well, I don't know officially what. I know it got him in the ear, but.
Yeah, but he said the bullet would hit his ear.
Yeah.
I don't know why when that cop broke his ankle or whatever,
Oh,
jumping down after that guy
he's up
pointed the
on
gun at that
stage.
cop. I don't know
Yeah.
why the cops didn't rush him up there at that minute, unless he shot that rifle 5 seconds
Well,
after that cop
he-
broke his ankle or
here's the
whatever.
thing. They said that the guy, the sniper, had the guy in range, and he was like, "Do I have orders? Do I have orders to take him down? Do I have orders to shoot?" And they said, "Negative, negative, negative."
Yeah.
They told him, "Wait until he shoots." They were basically saying, "Wait until he makes the first move, then take
Why?
him out." And I'm like, "Are you serious?"
That's
Like,
you talking about the YouTube video, which what's his name? Bob Clee, or he said they wouldn't. It's titled "They Wouldn't Let Me Take the Shot."
no, I don't know about it. I don't know about that one. Yeah, no, I have it right there. I'm watching it on the TV, but no, I saw it on one of these stations, and I'm like, they were talking about that. He had him. They had a ladder sitting up there for 30 minutes. Nobody took the ladder down. The guy had him. He's like, "Do I have the target? I have a target. Do I have a shooting solution?" They said negative, negative, negative. They made that guy sit there. I would have been like, "Fuck this. I'm vetoing your negative bullshit. Boom, boom, boom. Done with that. I don't care. I'll take the consequences." But then what they probably would have did is he would have took out the sniper, and the guy that's the hero by taking out the sniper, they would have stuck his ass in jail. Or worse, just because doing his job. Because he would have ignored a direct order. But and they're not mentioning about the guy that passed away, the firefighter, Chris or Corey or whatever his name is. I forget his name. It's up there on the screen. He jumped on top of his wife and daughter to protect them, and he got killed in the process. And he was a volunteer firefighter. So, but I don't know. Yeah, I have it on the screen too. I have the closed caption up there. But yeah. But that's right. And 28 and 32 and 36 and 40 and 44. Clone his ass. Right? So hopefully he trains his vice president well and he doesn't stab him in the back. Or get stabbed in the back, I meant to say. So let's see. But I mean, hell. Wait, where's the strippers? No. Oh, man. I gotta look up what that penny is. I forgot to look it up. I still think it's like a British coin, maybe. Yeah, yeah, he's got to go somewhere. I don't care where he goes. Just go somewhere far, far away from I. The only man I know that gravity doesn't go down with him; it goes straight up. He's got He's got his own gravitational pull. It's amazing. Oh, absolutely amazing. But they're like, yeah. All he's really got to do is get up there and go, free beer for everybody. That's all he got to do. Shit. Free beer, folks. Vote for me. That's all you really got to. Hell. Well, that's how you win the popular vote. Get drunk on me, folks. Oh. He's like, we gonna kick some ass, folks. Throw me your ears. And then they throw him a whole bunch of corn. Oh. That's right. Technical knockout. Von Kaiser and Mike Tyson's Punch Out. So let's see what we got here. See, Scotty didn't stream yesterday. I kind of wish he was streaming. I know hopefully he'll stream tomorrow. We got to get his take on all of this good stuff here. So but hell, I'd get up there and I'd go, free beer for everyone, and drop the mic. I'm like, let's go home, folks. We'll get drunk later. Yeah. Good Lord. All right. She's like, he ain't the baby daddy. I watched too much of the Maury and the Steve Wilkos old shows to say that. Just a joke.
I ain't your baby's daddy. I ain't your baby's daddy.
He's not the baby daddy.
That's a Zydeco song there that Step Rito did, boy. I mean, that's a hit down here. It is.
I saw one of those last night. It was from like 2012, and this woman kept telling the guy, you the father, you the father, you're the father of the two kids. Turns out he wasn't the father of either one of them. And she's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, you were sorry 3 times already. He's like, yeah, you were sorry twice. The third time don't matter.
That one on Maury Povich, that one girl. She had somebody up there that wasn't the daddy. And another time, I don't know, a month later, whatever, back up there again, different guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't the daddy. Then there was 2 guys the next time, same woman, 2 guys she accused. Neither one of them was the daddy.
I remember who that was. Yeah, I think after like 6 times.
Maury Povich,
I think it was like
man, how many guys did you sleep with and accusing of this?
Like after
they
like
never
the 6th
did
time.
find the daddy.
No, they never did.
Man, they're like, man, you knew she was a hoe.
They were like, okay, we've had you on the program 6 times already. Unless you got some new proof, we're tired of spending money on your ass.
Yeah.
Them DNA tests cost some money.
Man.
She's like, look, he's like, Maury's like, look, keep track of who you sleep with. You know, like write a ledger down. Say, okay, I slept with Bob on Monday. I slept with John on Tuesday. Okay, and then just submit us the list, and we'll put them in a national database. Did you screw Melissa, whatever her name was? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Did you peg? I just threw that name out there. I swear I wasn't thinking of that name. I just threw it out there. I did it just first thing time. Well, I work with Melissa too, but
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just want to make that clear. I just threw that name out there randomly. I say Bob a lot. Or did you bop Jan or whatever it is, and then just kind of some of these is funny. Like I said, the one last night when she was crying, she's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, at what point were you sorry? The first time or the second time? And then she's pregnant with number 3. And he's like, is that one mine? And she goes, I don't know. But the thing is, in most states, I know in Louisiana, certain states, it might be in Louisiana too. If you sign the birth certificate and they find out you're not the father, you're still legally inclined to pay child support. Yep. Even though there's 2 guys, and one guy was paying it for like 17 years. He had 1 year left, and he took DNA tests, and they found out He wasn't the baby daddy. No, I'm putting a stop to that shit right now. No. We ain't fucking doing that shit. Sit on the bench for 5 minutes.
Yo, look at all that up in that chat, man. What's all that?
I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Tired of spamming people in my chat. It's gonna go up to 10. It's gonna go up to 6 years. I don't care. I don't want that shit. Elvis ain't even here. The hell with him anyway. I don't care. Sit there and think about what you did. Yell at me later like I give a rat's ass. Because I don't. But because I already lost all the watch hours for him because I timed them out. But I don't care. I don't get watch hours anyway. What the hell? Now you would have spammed who that, I'd be like, all right, that's fine. It's funny that a Vikings fan's got to go Bills, or the other way around. Bills fans got to be Vikings. And what if the Vikings beat the crap out of the Bills? I'd like to see a response out of that. But, And see, I don't even time out people either. So you really got to get me pissed off to time out people. I mean, shit. Even when I'm doing a goddamn YouTube in memory of my uncle, I gotta get spammed. That's like take my shit seriously. Seriously, I could sit here and say I have 5 people I know that passed away, and I'd be getting fucking spam in my chat. This is ridiculous. Like, I never spam people's chats. But then again, that's just me. I can't speak for anybody. And, the amount of people that's passed away on YouTube that I've known. It's funny enough. Somebody, when Youper Girl passed away, I wrote on there, rest in peace, Amy, on the Instagram. 3 or 4 nights ago, somebody liked it, was like, and they made a comment like, I wish I could have dated her. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's been dead for 3 years. What the hell are you making? And I'm like, dude, like, seriously, get off the page. Go away. It was like 3 years later. Why didn't he ask you on her page? Just some random Indian. And they speak whatever the hell they speak. So, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I saw where LSU landed the number 1 cornerback in the nation, and they flipped somebody from Texas A&M. So I think the Tigers won the national championship this year, as long as Nuss plays. You know what the media has dubbed Garrett Nussmeier as his nickname? You're gonna love this one. The Gumbo Gunslinger.
The Gumbo Gunslinger.
That's the nickname that the press gave Garrett Nussmeier, the new quarterback for LSU.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got it just as good as arm as Daniels. But that's the nickname they gave him. So, and I'm just like, it makes sense. I'm just like, it's kind of catchy. I drafted Daniels in both of my fantasy leagues. But I got 4 quarterbacks in both leagues. Lamar Jackson. Couldn't get Mahomes because they both drafted. But I got Lamar Jackson. Aaron Rodgers is whatever, it's like a 4th string. Burrow. Of course, I got to have Burrow. And I got Jalen Daniels. But I actually tried to trade Aaron Rodgers because, unfortunately, I couldn't get Alvin Kamara. This bastard drafted him. I had the number 1 pick. I've never had a number 1 pick in ESPN Fantasy League before. Never. Of course, when you're doing a snake draft, that means 1, and then you don't pick again until 20, and then 21, and then 40, and then 41, and you're always at the beginning, the end of the of the set drafts. So, but I wonder if Woot Woot's coming in today. Woot Woot. Where's my phone? Yeah, I was gonna have. I was trying to set up somebody to jump on the panel, but she's a little under the weather tonight. She may jump in the chat though, but just throwing invites out there, just like, hey, you want to jump up, whatever. But hold on a sec. But eventually he'll have that. Look, it's Beefalo. Yeah, at least Dr. Who can be happy about Beefalo. Too bad it ain't the Bills winning the championship. So, yeah, that's the real hero. They ought to bury him in Arlington. I mean, being a firefighter is just as well as being in the military. I mean, but honestly, he could just get up there and say free beer and drop the mic. If he honestly wanted to, and they would cheer him for 3 hours straight.
Hell yeah. Free beer.
Yeah. That's all my coworkers.
Years and years ago, they would have the politicians down here, like running for sheriff or mayor or whatever. They used to have barbecues. You know, it was always chicken. You know, chicken quarters, and they barbecue and have free beer at lot of different places. So if he's running for sheriff, hell, you'd probably do about 6 or 7 of these free barbecues and beer things. You know, it's always keg beer. And we used to go to them things. Man, we'd load up on the barbecue. I mean, they was giving away hundreds of plate lunches, barbecue plates. There would be, you know, a couple of 100, 300 people at these events. And hell, we were getting like, you know, 3 and 4 plates. You know, my dad would go, my mom would go, I would go, my sister would go, and then I changed my hat and I go again.
You wonder how many of those people actually voted for the sheriff? They're like, what?
Usually the one that had more beer won.
Yeah.
That's how that one worked. But it was always Uday Delcom, Mr. Uday. Always Uday Delcom.
They'd be going down in the police. They'd be going down the street. Like, remember, folks, who gave you free beer? Vote for me.
Who got you drunk last week?
Who got you drunk and possibly knocked up? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong thing. Yeah. Who got you laid last night? Vote for Sheriff Bob on August 17th. I mean, you know.
So, yeah. But, you know, I was like 10 years old, you know, and them servers, they would see, you know, so many people. They wouldn't recognize a kid if he went twice, you know. So I remember one time we brought home 12 plate lunches, you know, all together. Man, like we ate barbecue for a while.
You can't get sick of barbecue.
No, man, especially, you know, when it's free like that. You know, you got rice dressing, potato salad.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the works, you know, and a whole leg quarter, you know, drumstick and thigh. Man, making me hungry for barbecue chicken now. Well, I got chicken gumbo in the pot, so.
Yeah, I might go to Dickie's tomorrow. Who knows? I haven't been there in a while.
Where?
Dickie's.
Oh.
Barbecue place. Shit, I might actually. I'm actually considering wanting to work there because they pay $15 an hour.
Really?
Starting, and you work as many hours as you want.
Damn.
They don't give you a schedule. If you want to work 4 hours, if you want to work all day. Oh yeah, I saw it on Indeed. Cause yeah, I kind of hit my limit at this. Damn, I went back, hit my limit. Everybody's leaving. They hired 3 people last week. 2 of them quit within a week.
Damn.
My store manager put in a 2 weeks notice today. She's done. The assistant manager is leaving. Everybody's bailing.
Why?
Because of my district manager being a CU blank blank.
Oh, cunt.
Yeah. Well, I ain't said it. You did. She came up in there and she said, everybody's morons around here. They can't get shit done, these motherfuckers. And she said it right in front of me. And I'm just like, no, you're a moron, you stupid bitch. I'm just like, get away from me. Yeah, so, it's a bunch of nonsense. But yeah, I saw where they were paying $15 an hour, unlimited hours. So fuck that. I'm considerously thinking about it. I might go up in there tomorrow and do an application.
Yeah, but what's the job? What's the position? I mean, they're going to train you to barbecue the way they want you to barbecue.
Maybe.
Because, if they got real good barbecue, they want you to barbecue their way. They just won't let anybody come in and then not cooking the chicken long enough. Not 5 minutes.
Well, maybe just putting the food together. They may do that stuff before they. I don't know how it works, but it may just be. Yeah, I might be just like a cashier or something. I mean, who knows? But I mean, $15 an hour, shit. Because the other 2 places,
a grill master, a pit master. Yeah. I would do that. I would ask for a position on the pit. And that way,
if they're gonna train you.
That way, if they train you their way, and you probably real decent at throwing a barbecue yourself. Cooking on a pit. But these guys here, they masters, dude. So they're gonna train you. The way they was brought up doing. You're probably gonna have a 70-year-old man doing it, training you or whatever, or somebody that 45, 50 years old that trained them. That was a 70-year-old man. But yeah, you want to be consistent at a barbecue house. Just like Allison's over here. Man, they make 300 plates a day. 300 plates. That's it. Once they run out, you shit out of luck. SOL.
Well, Dickies is more like a corporate thing. It's not like a.
Oh, really? Well, you got to be consistent then.
Yeah. You haven't heard of Dickies?
Nope, never heard of.
It's a national chain.
Good, yeah,
it's a national chain.
They went Democrat on us about doing something with the rifles, the handguns and stuff like that.
Yeah, Dickies is right. Dickies is actually on the other side of the town center where I used to work. It's on the other side of that. It's right next to Spectrum, actually. Spectrum
it's across town for you? Damn, that's going to cost you money to get there and back.
Well, I mean, if they start me out at 15, if that's what I'm thinking. If they start at 15, I could be like, but you could work from now. This is what it says, but of course they say and do. They'll offer you the moon, and then change their mind. Well, at this place I'm at now, I was offered manager. I took it. They took it away from me. They gave it back to me. They took it away from me again. They done switched me around 4 different times. In department heads, threw me here to change. So I don't want to get yanked around. That's like, and now they're talking about dropping people's salaries. They're already cutting hours. Now they're talking about dropping our salaries. Why am I going to take a pay cut and do more stuff? No.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, nah, that's
Well, if all them people are leaving, you guaranteed your job.
Shit, they came in Monday and they said I heard them. They said we can clean house anytime we want. They said that. They said we'll just bring a crew in from corporate. All right, fuck it. So
yeah, but that ain't gonna last long.
No, they'll just hire brand new people who won't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah. That's all.
They're gonna bring in a crew temporarily, until they can get another crew. But you guarantee your job now. They'll make you manager. You know, you'll be making your 15 an hour like that. You know, but
I didn't get a raise last time.
If somebody don't show up for work, you got to take their place when you manager. You always got to take somebody's place. If you can't find somebody to take their place,
I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of this district manager bitch. I gotta get rid of her first.
Well, talk to corporate about it. You know, saying, hey, y'all losing a crew because of this cunt.
Yeah.
And I didn't say the C, I just said cunt.
Well, no, I actually told one of the main corporate people because she came up there and she called everybody idiots and morons. No, don't fucking come up to me and then tell me. Well, here's the thing, right? Okay. Now, I was out of town. I went to that funeral a few weeks ago. I came back Monday. You know, the funeral was Monday afternoon. I came back that afternoon. Tuesday morning, I go into work. I walk in the door. I got this bitch telling me, why is your department a mess? You ain't doing your job. You wasn't here. Why you were here yesterday? And I'm like, no, I wasn't yesterday. She goes, where were you? I said, I was at a goddamn funeral. I said, get out of my goddamn face. You know, like telling me why is my department screwed up and I'm not doing my job. And I looked at her and said, bitch, I was at a funeral yesterday. You may not known. I can't be here 24/7. That's why we have people in the department to fix shit when I ain't here. And then she goes, well, I only want women in my department in this and that. And I said, well, you can have whatever the hell you want. I don't care. I told her, I said, you can replace the entire goddamn crew. I said, I'm sorry. If it's not up to your standards, that's your right. But, you know, don't be calling me an idiot or moron.
Yeah, that's work harassment right there.
Yeah.
Harassment in England.
She's a fat bitch anyway. She's like 5'1" and she's got the circle. So
she is wide as she is tall, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's total nonsense. Total freaking nonsense. But yeah, I don't stand with people, you know. But they done changed my position like 4 times in 3 months. And I'm really sick and fucking tired of it. I'm just like, no. So hopefully when this lady leaves and this other lady leaves, I really need I have an assistant manager. He may be leaving too. I need a guy. I'm tired of dealing with these damn women store managers who think they know their shit don't stink. No. I need a guy that knows what he's doing. These women that think they're the boss, they don't know what the hell they're doing. And she literally came up to me and was like, is this a guy's shirt? And it was pink. I go, well, guys do wear pink nowadays, but obviously it's a woman's shirt. She goes, well, how you know? It says female right on the tag. I pointed it out to her. She goes, oh, okay, and walks off. And I go, you that fucking stupid? You can't read?
Nah, if it was a button-up shirt, you know, like a Western shirt or, you know, but a button-up, you can always tell if it's a woman's or a man's by which side the button is on. A man's shirt, the button's on the right side and the holes are on the left. So you button it like that. A woman's shirt, the button's on the left side and the holes are on the right.
Yeah.
That's a woman's shirt. Buttons on the left, holes on the right.
Well, you think she'd know that? She's a damn woman. I mean, seriously.
And if you're in clothing, you ought to know that. You know, the woman I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If she's in clothing, or the manager over that.
Yeah.
I was wearing a woman's Western shirt one time. I didn't know it. I went in to get a new, new pants, new shirt at the Western Wear where I always went. And she was like, she pulled me aside. She said, why are you wearing a woman's shirt? I'm like, this ain't no woman's shirt.
Huh.
Buddy of mine gave it to me. She said, oh, I don't care who gave it to you, but it's a woman's shirt. I said, well, how do you know? She says the button's on the wrong side. I mean, I was like 17, I think. 17 or 18 when I found that out. I didn't know that. Yeah. Buddy of mine gave it to me.
You're but I mean, yo, free shirt.
She worked in Western Wear. And You know, she knew her. I mean, this was a nice Western store, you know, in Abbeville. Gary's Menswear, Gary's Western store. And he said, buttons on the wrong side. I'm like, damn. But it looked like a man's shirt. Nowhere on the tag said female. Nowhere.
Yeah, some things, some of them you can tell, obviously, a bit more clear than others. And I'm just like, but I'm just thinking that I'm like, it says.
I mean, a man and a woman's shirt, you know, Western shirts, they the same except for the buttons. That's it.
Yeah.
Buttons on the other side. That's all. That's the only difference. They sew the buttons on the other side.
Yeah, but I'm just like, okay. But yeah, one of the managers, she was there a week. She quit. She said the job's too stressful and walked out. And I go, okay. And the other girl that replaced me in the clothes, you know.
Y'all still going? We went to P-Do's. P-Do's in Lafayette. Oh, where?
Well, I'm on this. I'm on mine, Jack.
I thought you already ate. Yeah, we on fuel, guys. I shut mine down at 9.
I told you he was going to eat.
Yeah, but he said he already had. He went to Mama's. I ate at Mama's fried chicken, or
Yeah, but
you know,
he
picked
said
up
he
at
was
Mama's.
taking
You
his-
know, got the liver and onion rings.
He said he was taking his
fried
daughter
liver.
out.
I thought he was taking her out tomorrow.
Oh, I could
Pedro.
have sworn.
Oh,
I know he said Pedro's. I didn't want to say the other word. He typed in that.
P-Do's, P-E-D-O-S, P-Do's, because they got some P-Do's down here. That P-Do's restaurant in Erat. There's a seafood place.
Mm. Yeah,
But
they got some stuff here and
Pedro's,
there
I don't know what Pedro's is at.
somewhere.
Oh, y'all could have went. I should have told you to go over there to Frank's Poor Boys. Right when you going into Opelousas on 190, heading west on 190 from Lowe's. From the Lowe's, Frank's Poor Boys would have been right on your right.
Yeah.
Y'all ate at Mama's yesterday. Oh, okay. See, I thought you had already ate. So that's why I didn't recommend. I could have recommended Frank's Poor Boys.
Well,
Man, they got
he ate
Poor
yesterday.
Boys over there, man. Cool.
He ate yesterday.
At Mama's
Yeah.
fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he said he ate there today.
You know, a lot of the places, like the last, not the last 2 or 3 times, but I went up there and I can't remember the name of this place. And I went up there 2 or 3 times when I went to my aunt's. It closed down. And I wanted to go there again, like 2 or 3 times before that. And she said, "Oh, I closed down." And this place always did business. And then there was another place, the brewing company place, that's still open, but I went up in there and there was like nobody in there. A lot of the eating places were closing down. I'm just like, what the
Oh, wow,
hell?
they closed. Oh, that's right. He retired and the kids didn't want to, 2 kids and I think one of them a lawyer or something and the other one's
Seafood Day.
But
Go to Red Lobster.
well, yeah, it closed after 70 years. Michael Fontenot.
That's always the case. The owner passes away and the kids go, "Nah, we just want the money. We don't want to do that shit. We just want the money." You know. It's like you take a man.
So not to renew the lease, but anyway, the kids didn't want it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always the case. Well, I don't know if that's a lean off the dog moment, but we doing the commercial anyway. We reading the commercial a little differently. And this lean off the dock moment is brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. Grumpy Stack Tires, located in Ville Platte, Louisiana, home of the Million Mile Tire. He ships it, you handle it. And I'll think of something else to add to it later. You know, if we had Raging Cajun in here, we could like Guess where he is? Where in the world is Raging Cajun? We know he's out there driving somewhere. Breaker, 190, got yours on. There's the snowman. But, that, I might go to Waffle House tomorrow. It's right down the street. And I keep saying it every morning. Oh, it's literally right down the street. Like, literally, I walk out my tomorrow. Breakfast, they're always busy, though. It's a little small Waffle House, but I'm going to go up there and get some covered and smothered and get some good shit because I signed up for their deal system, and I get a free order of hash browns. So anything free is good, generally. But, he's still going up there. Let's see. I gotta charge my phone. There we go. They're like, all right, we're running over. Let's give them 2 more hours. Why we got? Oh, this is in Milwaukee. Okay, I'm like, why are they wearing? I'm like, why are these people wearing cheese heads? And then I realized we're in Milwaukee. So Elvis would be loving this. He's like, cheese heads everywhere. That's Elvis's worst nightmare. Cheese heads everywhere. Instead of focusing on the lines, he's worried about the cheese heads. It's like, well, although I think the Packers are going to be pretty good this season, but, the NFC North or Central, whatever you want to generally call it, it's going to go through Lions again, no doubt, in my mind. But I already know the Saints are winning the Super Bowl, so I know that for a fact. I got that on lock. The done deal. Taysom's going to lead us to the promised land. I'll be right in the world again. Because I can't see that piece of shit Carr actually doing anything for our team. But maybe I'm wrong, and I hope I am. He's only getting paid $82,000 a second to wipe his butt.
Share screen.
I've never shared a screen in my life.
Share screen. There we go. Look at that pull boy. That's a half. That's a half of pull boy. Shrimp. That's a. You got it up there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. I like oyster pull boys. I mean, I like shrimp too.
Well, here's a half shrimp, half oyster pull boy. That's a full length pull boy there. That's a 20-incher.
Yeah.
Or that's a 12-inch. Just extended a little bit. There's Troy Landry, Mr. Swamp Man himself. And she got the right shirt on. LSU in Eunice at that. LSU Eunice.
Yeah.
College down the road from me.
They got one in Shreveport too.
There's a half. Look like somebody took a bit out of it.
Yeah. They got
some samples.
Dental records to that.
Oh, shrimp dinner. Shrimp and fries. Biscuits and gravy. Hell yeah. Sausage gravy. Go ahead.
Yeah. I might get some of that. I'm going to see if Waffle House I think Waffle House got a good biscuits and gravy. Let me go over there.
Coubillon.
Actually, I go to Waffle House. Waffle House is open 24 hours. I go over there anytime.
That's some big old ball of shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp gumbo. Hell yeah. ball crawfish. Frank's po' boy. Some sweet stuff.
All that good jazz.
Let's see. How much is a shrimp po' boy? A half, $7 for a half, $9.50 for a whole. That ain't bad. Now, oyster a little bit more. $10 for a half, $13.50. Just say $14.
That was before inflation.
TNT style. Yeah, that's TNT. That's some pepper sauce.
Yeah.
Pepper that they got and pepper sauce. Like a hot sauce. But TNT. That's somebody from Louisiana, and they have the Cajun, the whole line of Cajun sauces. Anyway, that's not bad. $10 for a shrimp po' boy.
Nah.
A whole one. That's a 12-inch po' boy. That's not bad at all. Anyway, they had good food over there.
One of the places down here, the Po' Boy Factory, it was a little hole in the wall, and they were charging like $16 for like a half, not a full, a half of oyster. And I go, what the? I'm just like, nah, that's no chance in hell.
Yep, that's Frank's, but they closed. Yeah, that's messed up. They closed. They closed. I forget when they closed, but I remember that Big Al on the radio announcing it that they had closed. A year ago, maybe.
Come get your free po' boy. We are officially closed. We'll charge you for the drink, but the po' boy's on us. We got to get rid of this food.
Actually, 2 years ago. I forgot about it. After 70 years. Trying to think who else has got good food.
Blame Cajun.
They used to have a racetrack, Checkers. Checkers, racetrack, raceway. The burger joint.
Rallies.
Checkers and Rallies and Checkers. They the same exact company.
Well, yeah. They got rid of the Rallies out here like probably 15 years ago, and they built the ER on top of the site, but they still have one later down the road.
Now the building's still there, with the little bitty building with the drive-throughs on each side, and a couple of picnic tables outside.
I used to go.
They closed down.
I'll tell you, me and my friends. I don't know why. Me and my friends. I used to live probably maybe 4 miles from Raleigh, maybe, give or take. You go down to Judge Perez, and what did I hit? And so we would walk down, and they had the Rallies on Judge Perez, and of course behind it you have residential. We walk up to the thing, we order Big Buford or whatever it is, and in the 90s we paid like 79 cents, whatever the hell it was, for a burger. So we get like 3 or 4 burgers. Me and 3 or 4 of my friends, we maybe pay $8, $9. Today those same burgers are probably $50, give or take. But
yeah, I used to eat the Rallies, Checkers. I used to eat them. It's not racetrack like you steered me right. It's Rallies.
Yeah,
Rallies and Checkers, same company, different depending on which state it was in or what area it was in, depending on what name it was. Oh yeah.
Well, Covington's got a Checkers.
51 days till the first kickoff. That works. Who's got Checkers?
Covington's got a Checkers because I go there at least once a year and get a burger.
Well, it was Checkers over here. It was Checkers over here in Opelousas.
Yeah, we
I
didn't have
don't
a
know if they
chance.
open. It's been a while since I've been to Opelousas.
We
So
just had the
I
rallies.
just
It
don't have
was
no reason to go, even when we did have a vehicle. If I ain't got a reason to go to Opelousas, I ain't going. If I
what
ain't got
was
a
it
reason to go to
exactly?
Crowley, I ain't going. If I ain't got a reason to go nowhere, I ain't going. I usually stay home because I got good
Well, the
food here.
rallies I went to, and I think it was the only rallies we had, and I don't know if they rebuilt it or not. Um,
I don't
but it was on
think you
Judge Perez,
make.
and it was right. I don't remember the specific point. It was on the right hand side. Behind it was residential. I don't think it was closer to the light. I think it was more like in the middle. But I hadn't been down there in a while, so of course everything's different from the last time I've been down there. But like I said, it was probably a good 4 miles from where I lived. But me and my friends, we'd walk. You know, we just walk around and bullshit. But every so often we walk to rallies. It's about a good 4 mile walk at least. Get some burgers and some fries and just fucking chill out. And I kind of miss those days because all my friends they're gone. Katrina took them, so they ain't around anymore. I only got a few friends here and there that's left from Katrina, but
What, you had some people, friends died in Katrina?
oh yeah, a whole bunch of them.
Bunch of human friends
Yeah.
died in Katrina?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
A lot of people died in Katrina. A couple of them did move because there's 2 or 3 of my friends that's in Florida. There's 2 of them that still live down there in the parish. One of these days I'm going to move back down there. People keep telling me, "Oh, it's not good down there." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Well, it wasn't exactly 100% when I was there to begin with." But
Jack said his oldest daughter works at Rowley. You spend $50 easy at McDonald's. I don't eat at McDonald's.
Well, and it's probably in the same location then on Judge Perez, unless they built another one. Or it's possible they could have changed the locations because a lot of things did move from the time. I think I was down there like about 5 or 6 years ago, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, I was telling my friend, I was like, "That was this, and that was that." You get to the main section where Judge Perez intersects with the street that you get off the on, and they used to have a gas station on every corner. They got a Rallies in Araby. Oh, see, I wasn't aware that they had a Rallies in Araby. That's how long it is. Then again, right before Katrina, I know they had those places where the Winn-Dixie was on that side. But they had the four corner gas stations. They had Exxon on one side, Shell on another, Exxon on the other side, and I can't remember what the fourth one was. Well, the last time I went down there, they had a mom and pop gas station on Mechanic. So I went down there about 5 years ago. There's a goddamn CVS on one corner. There's a Walgreens across the street, and 2 gas stations on the other side. And I said, holy shit. Oh, okay. Well, that would have to be. See, now my grandparents lived on Door, which was the street right before you go on the Caddy corner. You have the Little Fisherman Seafood. On the other side of that, they had the fence, and I think they had the Winn-Dixie on that side, and then it's something else. But now this is going back. I've only been in St. Bernard one time. No, twice since I moved. Of course, I have like one family member down there, but a lot of shit's different. But I went down there to the battlefield. I took my friend down there. My friend wanted to go. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, that used to be that used to be that, this used to be that, this. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, that's still there. I'm like, well, shit, Racquetball South, at least that's still there. Or it was at the time. I don't know if it is now. Probably not. But, I said the electricity place used to be on that side. That's been abandoned for years. I used to be over there. We drove all around. We drove down like St. Bernard, not St. Bernard, way down Judge Perez. I was like, well, there's the K&B. That used to be the K&B. I think it's like a Dollar Tree.
Well, I used to like their ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Nah.
We get the coupons. That's the only way we'll eat Burger King. If we in town and I get hungry all of a sudden, I am.
Yeah.
We use these.
I get those too. I got a Burger King.
We had one not long ago. You see, I got one missing. That was 3 Whoppers and 3 double cheeseburgers for $16.99.
I seen that.
And 3 fries. Well, now that ain't bad. That is not bad at all. 3 Whoppers, 3 double cheese, and 3 fries for $16.99. That is dog dirt cheap.
At the old place, I was like 2 miles away from Burger King. Here, there is no Burger King on this side, but I have a Waffle House right there, a McDonald's, and then you turn in, I got the Raising Cane's next to that. So I'm within, better close, But
no, because
okay. I thought Katrina took that
$8 by itself.
Yeah. But I mean, you go down. See, my grandparents lived on the end of Door Drive.
That's only $2.83 a burger.
Only,
Yeah, only $2.80 for a burger. Yeah, that's cheap.
Now it is. Yeah.
You got 3 Whoppers, 3 double cheese, 3 fries. That's a deal. That's cheap. Little Fisherman changed it to Big Fisherman's and moved to New Orleans.
Well, Little Fisherman's was in a bad spot. It was right there. It was in the residential area. You go off where door is and you turn right and you go to the edge of the street. It was right there. Across the street, they had the Shell station. That's where all the damn Pakistani kids would play basketball after school. I got to sneeze. All right, there we go.
$6.99 Whopper large meal deal. $7 for a Whopper combo. With the coupon now. That's with the coupon.
Well, yeah, that's how they get it. But
hell, Mrs. Mama and them they got they bought me an ice cream, a Butterfinger Blizzard from Dairy Queen. Yeah. They went there. Mrs. Mama got the burger, fry, Coke, and ice cream. The meal deal, for $7. Big burger, fries, Coke, and ice cream for $7. Now, that's without a coupon. There's no coupon. That ain't bad. That's not a bad deal because Burger King $7 with a coupon, without the ice cream.
Damn, I'm trying to think of where that is. I lived. There were a few places I was at as a kid. I was in the square for a while, not on the side of the square, Phillip Court. I lived there for about 4 or 5 years. I lived in that big. If you go down Genie Street where Pakenham is, and they had the Domino's Pizza across the street, that big 2-story building. I lived there for about 4 or 5 years because when I was a kid, I slept on the 2nd floor and I look out the window and I could see the whole damn freaking. You can see for like 2 miles out, all the buildings, TCBY yogurt. We have a Dairy Queen. It was Dairy Queen built down here about 6-7 years ago, probably. It would have been sooner, but they had a bird, a nesting habitat, and they didn't want to disturb it. It was right on the site where they were building, so they had to stop. and then they were able to move the bird without damaging the ecosystem. So they,
Must have been a sandhill crane.
It was some kind of rare bird. I don't know what the hell it was.
Probably sandhill crane.
Yeah, so
they got a big old reserve for them in north of Pascagoula, Mississippi, up in that area in the woods. They got a refuge for sandhill crane.
Yeah. But
they hard to find.
Yeah. But and I lived with my grandparents for a while too, here back and forth. But of course, that house, I was gonna buy the land, the plot of land that they were giving. I was gonna buy the land, and somebody bought it, and I don't even know if they built on it or not. It was a vacant lot years ago. I don't know if anything's on it now. I would assume so, but my grandparents' next door neighbor is still alive. She's like 93 years old, and she lives in Covington. And I called her a few months ago. I friended her on Facebook, and I talked to her, and I hadn't talked to her in years. This was when my dad was a kid. She lived on the corner, and the house was on one side, and it was on the corner, so it was like an upside down L. And then you turn the corner, and the house was like on that side, and the fence was on my back side. But that whole property on that side, my grandparents' house and that, FEMA knocked all that down, but then the neighbor next to it is still there. But you can still kind of tell where the house was, because in later years, my grandparents was renovating. They were renovating when Katrina hit. They had a second driveway with the on the other side built, so there's like a second driveway thing with the asphalt, whatever. And I don't know what happened to my grandpa's boat. I think it was sold or something. But my grandpa had this boat, and he didn't go fishing for the longest time. It was sitting in the other driveway under the carport, and I'm pretty sure it was sold. So he didn't have enough room for whatever, so he got a permit and had him built another driveway on the other side. And then, of course, that tree that I can't remember, it's the white, I don't remember what exactly it was, but that's still there. So that tree's still there. So there's little markers. At least it was there. I have to look up the Google Earth or whatever and see what's actually there. Yeah, the damn Hollywood people fucking bought the Walmart property and put a barbed wire fence around it. Them assholes. It's like Fort Knox or something. It's like, why in the ass, I'm going to go down there one of these days because I want to go back to Rocky and Carlos. That was my hangout back in the day. I went up there for the last time I went down there. And, of course, Rocky and Carlos don't take credit cards. So you got to pay them with cash. They don't fool that credit card shit. Of course, my friends go, oh, I don't have cash on me. Conveniently. So. Damn.
18.
But yeah, I heard the show's been gone for a while. Yeah, that was up in the K&B. No, K&B was up in that section. They take cards now? Oh. See, when I went the last time, they said, no, we don't take credit cards. Wait, they replaced the show with a Harbor Freight? What the fuck? I blocked Harbor Freight ads on YouTube, and I still get them. Pisses me off. I'm like, I don't care about Harbor Freight things, but they were filming an episode of NCIS New Orleans up in there with the jewel thieves and pretending to rob one of the jewelry stores. and they didn't tell the police department. The police department arrested him. And all this shit. A couple of years back, and the people that got arrested sued for emotional distress and got a 6-figure settlement. He said, we ain't doing any of that shit anymore. But what the hell was that old guy? But yeah, I guess things changed because when I went the last time, they didn't. You know, growing up, Rocky and Carlos never took credit cards. But man, I have to get the band back together. See, none of my friends, 2 or 3 of my friends down there, they don't have damn vehicles, so they can't come get my ass. They're like, oh, we ought to hang out. I'm like, well, come get my ass. Oh, I don't have a vehicle. I go, well, what the fuck? I don't have one either. But you know, fetch.
Yeah, Burger King said 1,000 points, spend $15.
Oh, I saw that.
I got that Burger King receipt from a couple of weeks ago. I don't see the date on here, so it didn't
fake it.
It didn't do it. So I put the date in by hand. And
Yeah,
said we got to review.
Oh, Harbor Freight's West Swigman.
Way
Okay.
on top, it says June 27th or something, but that's not the date that I got that. No, because I got a bunch of receipts that are with it that.
Yeah.
And let's see, what's the date on this Walmart receipt? That because Johnny had to go to Walmart and we went with it, and I got some potted meat and all that stuff. I think this is with John. What's the date on this? Oh, January 2nd.
Well, wait. Save that one and wait and put a 1 in front of the other one and wait until it's December 2nd. November 2nd.
Oh, they'll catch that one.
Maybe. Let's see. So where?
Now, how do you bring up a receipt on Fetch? Individual receipts you scanned in.
You go to the whatever it is that gave you the points, and you press it, and it'll pull it up.
Oh, I didn't give me the points for it yet.
Yeah,
but I don't see none of my receipts.
I think these were Del Champs. They never had a Del Champs down there. They had a Canal Villery.
Oh,
but across the street from that,
yeah, that's national. Canal Villery was national.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about in the 80s and 90s when I'm growing up. So I'm going by this logic. If it's Judge Perez, now granted, I'm doing this map in my head. I'm not looking at this. This is just me. Remember, there is a video on YouTube where a guy's driving around. It's 1982, and he's driving around. You could tell it's where you're at. I could tell where you're going from where everything. But they had a Wendy's. No, that was Burger King. Oh, Miro. Was that?
I thought it was 2,000 points for a friend.
Is that the Del Champs by the Park Place, the Rich subdivision? Back that way where they had the Savor Center? Or, well, Savor Center's not in Louisiana anymore, but they used to have a Savor Center back that way, that shopping center. Because they had a Burger King or a Wendy's down that way. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. So I never lived in Miro. I mostly lived in Chalmette and a little bit in Araby, so I know that section. But go down. See, I used to go down Park Place, that rich subdivision, and go trick or treat. And they wouldn't give you the little candy bars. They give you the whole big candy bar. They'd say, here, they drop like 3 or 4 of them big ass candy bars in your basket. So I liked going there, but I scraped myself up so bad. Lord. got like 6 scrapes down my leg. I don't know what the hell I ran into today. Neosporin. But yeah. Turn my light on. Can't see. All right. Oh, I cannot see. But yeah, if you're going by down that way. All right, there we go. Taco Bell, McDonald's, grocery, Walmart, Tractor Supply. Shit, you go out my neighborhood, there's a Tractor Supply right there. Tried to get hired there. They're renovating this Tractor Supply. Like you can only do drive-through. Yeah, I remember when that all that land growing up, that was farmland. Like in the 80s, all that area was all you drive through. You drive through Judge Perez down Miro. That was all farmland. And then around like 90. Okay, I left in 97 after I left school. And I moved out this way. Honestly, if I didn't move then, I probably would have got hit by Katrina. So this was like the early 93, 94. I think they built that area across from Park Place. Back that way on that side. And because I had a friend that lived somewhere down there.
You know, we used to have a Dell Champs in Abbeville. That was a nice supermarket, big supermarket. And they built the building. You know, when they were there, they put that building there. They didn't move into it, an existing building. They built that thing.
The Dell Champ.
Then when Mr. Dell Champ himself died and the son took it over, they were from Mobile, Alabama.
They crashed everything. When I first moved out here, Dell Champ was still around.
The son, he did like Hunter Biden and blew everything up his nose.
Yep. Dell Champs was around 97, 98. The Dell Champs building out here is now a cash saver.
Remember back in 84, I think, 85. Dell Champ, the salt was, I think it was 15 cents for a box of salt. You know, the round box of salt.
Yeah.
You know, 15 cents. And I remember that well because I used to buy like, 20 or 30 boxes at a time. I'd get a case or a couple cases.
No limit.
That's when they were, we were crabbing and we had our tripe, cow stomachs, beef tripe.
Yeah.
We had our cow stomachs for bait. And we'd bring that line. There was a line. We had 2 lines, each one of them a half a mile long. And we bring that line in and we circle it in a big old trash can, and we'd have a lid on it. That way the flies wouldn't get in it. But we'd salt that down, layers. And we'd salt them tripe down. That would last us 2 or 3 weeks like that.
Yeah. We have 2 Tom Savers down here. There's a Tom Saver right down the street. And then the old Tom Saver where I used to live it was a Grumpy's. And now it's called Ray's Tom Saver. But that Tom Saver is not the traditional Tom Saver. It's just a name in memory. Now, the Tom Saver from where I'm at now, about a half a mile down the road, that's more like the traditional Tom Saver of the 80s and 90s. You go in there and it's all painted red and this and that. The other one's just got the name. So, oh yeah, they're still around. Yeah, they're not like they used to be back in the day, but yeah, they're still around. Independently owned. It's not a franchise anymore, but the name and the likeness is still around. Like I said, the one down the street, that's the actual Tom Saver. The other one just says Ray's Tom Saver, but it doesn't have the logo or nothing. They just use the name.
In Moroville or Moro? Because we got a Moroville up here.
Miro.
Moro.
No, Jack's talking about Miro.
Miro. I never heard of it. I know Moro. Okay. Yeah, I see the
Miro.
way it's now.
Miro is a famous name because it's a famous family down there, so they named the town after. You go Araby, Chalmette. Once you get past Chalmette, it's Miro, and you keep going miles and miles, and that's when you start hitting the Delacroix and the Lukowskis and the.
I always thought it was Moro because that's how we spell Moro.
Miro. They got the Miro Foundation.
Though, Moro.
It's their last name. It's like the Miro family is like really, really freaking powerful down there. They always have been for years and years. They're like one of the founders or some shit. They named the city after them. They're like billionaires. They give money to everybody, so they, that's why I got the town named after them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Remember, my aunt and uncle, my dad's sister, they lived down in Port Sulphur. My uncle was some big shot at the sulfur mill up there, sulfur plant. But they lived in Port Sulphur, and she had some orange trees. And I seen he was talking about them big orange triangles. And it reminded me of my aunt's oranges. She used to bring us a sack or two of oranges every year when they come visit.
Yeah.
From her trees. Man, that was the best oranges. All them oranges from down Buras, Port Sulphur, what's that other little town down there? Triumph or there's another little town down there about Buras. Triumph, Empire. All that on that river road down there, man. Anybody that grows anything in that soil, like cabbage, man, you can't fit one head of cabbage in your sink. The head of cabbage is so damn big. Collard greens, man, oranges. That's the sweetest damn oranges you ever want to eat in your life is them river oranges.
Yeah, not bad. No Man Land. Yeah, you must be talking about Lukowski or shit like that. End of the world.
Good fishing down there by Violet, Shell Beach, and all that.
I never grew up in Violet. I know you go over the bridge. I had a friend that lived in Violet. You go over the bridge, and then you're like down that way. But you get down that way, you get out in the boondocks. You're down there where St. Bernard High is. That's where the Badlands are. You're in the middle of nowhere. You're in boondock land. Just like, fuck, it's way out there. Like, nah, way out there. 504 Road Trips is a YouTube channel. He drives everywhere. He's doing a series now in Pennsylvania. But he drives there. He's been out here. He's been in Chalmette. He's been everywhere. He's been up in your neck of the woods, Cajun. He's drives everywhere.
My town. He's got videos of my town.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. He passed right in front of me. One time down here, he was doing a neighborhood thing, and he passed like right where the library is. He went down the road. He passed in front of my house.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get him. It's him and his wife edits it, but he's doing a thing right now. It's Pennsylvania. He don't do many live streams. Once in a blue moon, he'll do a live stream. But I'm on his Facebook fan page. I'm trying to get him to, because he lives in St. Bernard. So I'm trying to get him on my YouTube panel, trying to like at least or kind of like, maybe do a thing explaining his channel, because he's got a really good channel. But that's his whole channel. He was driving a new intersection in Bush. They opened up a 4-lane in I think Bush with the old extension and a new extension. He put out a video a couple weeks ago, and I was watching that. It was like 10 miles or 15 miles he was driving, but he was, he'll sit there and he'll have the graphics and he'll say, okay, this is where this links up to this is, and then the video goes, this motorist got confused, did the same thing I almost did. He started laughing. But I forget his name, but his wife edits it. It's him in you never see him, but you hear the voice. But that 504 Road Trips, that's definitely a good channel to watch, because you can actually travel without travel. But he did the back way of St. Bernard. He did the whole St. Bernard and
like the Google car would have did.
Yeah. Village Square now. There you go. and an aunt living in Village Square. I lived on Phillip Court, which is right. It's not Village Square, but it's in that realm. It's kind of because we'd walk down Delaronde with all the apartments. On one side, you have the apartments. On the other side, you have the houses. I used to go to the laundromat right next to, because I didn't have a water.
Jack,
go to the laundromat.
Her. When you finish with her, come visit us. She probably don't live far from me.
As if you didn't have a legit reason to go see Cajun in the first place. Now you do.
Now you got a legit reason to come to Eunice. Your aunt lives here.
All you know, it could be Cajun. It could be Cajuns live on Cajun Street. Might be a neighbor. But we used to go to the laundromat right next door to the laundromat on the corner of Delaronde and that cross section by the hospital. I think that was Jeannie. The cross section, they had the Time Saver on that side. All of that land back there across from the hospital was farmland. And then like the last 2 or 3 years I was there, they built the Araby Diner, which is fucking stupid. They built a diner called Araby Diner in Chalmette. Like, what the ass? Like, that makes no sense. And I remember saying, I'm like, why is it Araby Diner in Chalmette? And then I think they renamed it something else. I don't know.
Well, that Araby is a family name. They got a bunch of Araby families here in town.
Well, no, I know it is, but they built the diner. And the funny part is, I have a joke about this.
Well, they Araby Diner in Chalmette. Yeah, it's Arabys that own the diner.
Well, yeah, I get that, but they built it. It was all sugarcane, and they put 2 or 3 things on the side of it. I don't know what. I couldn't tell you, but I remember Araby Diner, and they put it right across from the hospital. And the joke is, okay, the food's so bad, the hospital's right there. Because the hospital out here, on one side, down the way, well, they got the Dairy Queen almost across the street from it, but, but they started to really, right before I left, 96, 97, they started building, like really building Chalmette up more than what it was. And then, Katrina hit and they had no choice to rebuild. They had to but I'm trying to remember. They had okay, like the back way. Okay, I'm thinking of Araby now. Like when I go out where my grandparents live, because you gotta remember, you go down Judge Perez, you get down to where they used to have a pawn shop on one side and a Circle K on the other. You go down at Main Street, which I think was Perrin Street. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it was Jeannie, but yeah. But, so, they had the first Popeyes. That was in Araby. Last time I was there, it was a optometrist building or something, but that was right down the street because you go down. I want to say that street's Perrin. I mean, I want to say it's Perrin. You go down a little ways, it connects to Door, which is, and then my grandparents lived on the second to last street thing on Door Drive. It was 104 Door Drive. That was the address. And then across, it's funny enough because across the street from where our grandparents lived, there was this big ass house. It looked like a freaking courthouse. It was a big ass house. It went on one side, then it went down the street on the other side. So it was kind of like that was kind of like an L thing. But you keep going down like Perrin, and you hit St. Bernard Highway, and they had all those buildings. There used to be a grocery store. I don't know what this, that, and that. Well, across the way from that, that was all abandoned. I don't remember what it was. They got the train tracks with the train. The other side of it, you got the wood factory, the wood place. I don't know if it's 84 lumber. It was a lumber factory or whatever the fuck it was. And that's right before you hit the railroad tracks. You go into Old Araby, like really, really Old Araby. But you used to go down that way. You get the line where Araby would hit New Orleans. You go to Burgo Orleans. You go right that way. That was the back way going down St. Bernard. But I remember that stuff, but I don't remember what those buildings used to be. I remember it might have been a Winn-Dixie or something, but I remember the last time I was down there was some. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was a Winn-Dixie at one point. What's that? Oh, you got it on mute. Yeah, but all those places up.
Playing slots or whatever on it's called Coin Frenzy. It's on Coin Island. Coin Island, I think. Like a little, looks like a battery, you know.
Yeah, I have something like 46 spins on that damn thing.
I didn't know they had that. I had like 20 something. Hell,
they give you.
I racked up 1,000 points already. I'm like, damn.
They give you so many when you hit the receipts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tell people the first Popeyes was built in Araby in 1972. It was called Chicken on the Run.
Chicken on the run. Chicken on the run.
Yeah. You know, Al Copeland's daughter, I haven't seen her in a few years, but Al Copeland's daughter, Bonnie Copeland, out here, she had a restaurant, Bonnie C's. She sold it about 2 or 3 years ago. And she's got a bunch of restaurants in the quarter. And I asked her about that, about the Popeyes.
Bonnie Copeland, yeah.
And yeah, they used to come in CVS like 3 a.m. and her and her husband and buy dog food and shit and like groceries and stuff. But I would ask about Popeyes and Al Copeland and stuff like that. She'd tell me things, and she says, "Oh, we still supply the spices, you know, because they don't own Popeyes. Popeyes is actually owned by somebody in Canada now.
Popeyes or Pot Pies?
Popeyes. You know, it's Louisiana Kitchen.
Yeah, Popeyes. Okay. It sounded like you were saying pot pie. You know, like a pot pie.
I don't speak too well. If you say that too much,
you do. But I had pot pie on my mind. You know, when the chicken on the run was like pot pies. You know. So anyway,
yeah. But
the best pot pies in Lafayette. I mean, look, this big around, son, and they were like,
damn,
I think $5 or $6. But this was years ago, back in 2000. Like this at this restaurant, and the biscuits. Oh man, and oh God, them biscuits were so good.
I've never eaten at Mama's.
It was on Pinhook by the bridge in Lafayette. I forget the name, David's or something or whatever. Man, they were known for their pot pies. That man made a mint selling biscuits and pot pies. It was a restaurant, but that was his. That was the main thing, was that pot pies. Man, the crust was so flaky.
Oh shit, what was I gonna say?
Oh, Mama's been around for years. Mama was there since
I never heard of the place before, believe it or not.
Mama's Fried Chicken, yeah, it's local. You know, that one in they got that one in Opelousas, and they had one here. And I don't know what happened, why they closed that one. Man, everywhere after Mama's left over here, Mama's Fried Chicken, they built that building at that location.
I'll tell you a place I used to go growing up.
And they sold it. I guess somebody offered them a bunch of money. But ever since Mama's left, I think that somebody put a curse on that place because there's not one business that ever made it big right there. After Mama's left,
so.
nobody made it right there. They closed after 6 months. One of them closed after 2 months one time.
There was a place that I used to go to when I was a kid. Of course, you had the Western Sizzler, which was I'm trying to remember where it was on Judge Perez. I think it was by the bank in that shopping center, right where Murphy's used to be, the cutting place, somewhere around that way. And then you had the Luther's, the barbecue place. That
they got one of them in Lafayette, Luther's, across from the hospital.
That closed down a long time ago. I told it to my dad.
Luther's, it might have closed in Lafayette. I just remember when my son was born.
A national chain, but that went out of business.
Yeah,
they both went out of business.
Born, I ate over there.
80s or the 90s. I remember that. But they had a shopping center down there, and it was right across from the bank. That shopping center, the same shopping center where the show was. I think it was on that side. It was in that general area, if I remember right.
The one in Lafayette was in the shopping center too, like a strip mall type deal.
But the Sizzler is fucking awesome.
I think they was in the middle of that parking lot, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, sort of like with the Kodak machine, the little developing things they used to have back in the day.
They would always have, that was the centerpiece, of the mall, the shopping center. And
Village,
whoever paid the most rent, whoever wanted to pay the most got the center spot.
See, now what most people don't realize down there is Village Square was actually created. It's got all those shopping centers, and I don't remember most of the shit. I know the pawn shops in there. That's where I met Ted DiBiase with the fucking going in the pawn shop. I was like, I think 11 or something, 12 or some shit. He'd walk out of a fucking pawn shop. Like, what the fuck? I was like, did he pawn $1 million belt? But it's just weird. But you got the shops up in there, but you go underneath, and Village Square was a fucking. I'm sure at one point it was good, but fucking ghetto. And it's probably still. It was a fucking ghetto. You run down houses, shit like that. You got that whole shop spread the whole way, the whole shopping center. On the other side, you got where the show was, and then you had the K&B on one side, and then a jewelry place and various other places along that whole stretch. I think there might have been a Dollar Tree or Family Dollar at one point. I don't know, but you had a bunch of shops, and they got this Facebook page called St. Bernard Memories. That kind of, it's how those shops, people live in it. Huh. Well, that makes sense. And, I'm sure they do. That makes perfect sense. Shit. When I was a kid, I can't remember the guy's name. Who the hell was the sheriff for a long ass time? Like, out here we had Jack Strain, but he went to jail. But they had the sheriff out there, and he was sheriff for fucking years out there, and I knew him. I can't remember his name. I think he's dead now, but he was a sheriff in St. Bernard for 20, 30 years probably. Sort of like Harry Lee in Jefferson Parish, but
I was going to say Harry Lee, but it's Jefferson Parish, yeah.
Yeah.
He was part Asian, wasn't Harry?
Yeah.
Like
his daughter, Cynthia Lee Swing, she's the Jefferson Parish president.
No.
She's been the president out there for years, probably 10 years. Brewster's Restaurant. Oh, okay. See, I don't remember all those little. Back in the day when I lived in the square, it was fucking bad. I can only imagine what it is now. I told somebody I want to move back down there within the next 5 years. She's like, Jack Stevens, that's it. Yeah, I knew him. I couldn't think of his name. I think he's dead now. I don't think he's. I could be wrong. Jack Stevens was a fucking sheriff for probably good 20, 30 years. Like, I knew him. Like, see, my grandparents. Okay, you go on St. Bernard Highway, past the battlefield, a little ways, and they used to have this building. It was the Moose Lodge, and it closed down way before Katrina, but it was boarded up and shit like that. But when I went there as a kid, and Jack Stevens was a member of the Moose Lodge. You know, my grandparents was there, and he was a member, and you know, you wear the little hat or whatever. And as I met Jack Stevens, my grandpa knew him, so my dad knew him, so I knew him. But I thought he was a good guy. I just couldn't remember his name up until now. I'd be surprised if he's still kicking. But, you know, what I want to know is, did they ever catch the person that, I think they did. Did they ever catch the person that took out Wayne Warner?
Not familiar with that name.
He's the principal of Chalmette High School. He's the longest serving principal in the country. He's been with Chalmette High since like 1962, I think, or 63. He's been the principal at that school since like I think 1969, 1970. He was principal when my dad graduated in 77. He's almost 80. Well, somebody assaulted him. Like, I guess he was helping somebody and they assaulted him and knocked him down, broke his hips or some shit, broke his back, and unprovoked attack. He was helping a good Samaritan, and you know, but I told my dad about that and he's like, what? But I think they caught somebody. But oh, okay. Well, see, I use the old terms. I go to the park. I don't fucking call that shit Sidney Torres Park. It's fucking Park Chenier.
Park Chenier.
Yeah, but yeah, I know they did get him. Yeah, because I put that thing on my Facebook page. I told my dad about that, and he's like, damn. My dad didn't even know he was still living. I said, not only is he still living, he's still, you know. But I want to say it's like 1970 or 71. But I must have said something, but you're welcome. I don't remember what the hell I say half the time. But I didn't go to Chalmette High. I could have. I went to AJ because AJ was right down. AJ was across Judge Perez. I would just walk. The only advantage that they had, you know why people went to Chalmette High over freaking AJ, is because Chalmette High picked up 20 minutes early and they got out of school 20 minutes early. Yeah, but Chalmette High was way on the other side of the parish. But oh, well, Judge Perez used to be called Good Children because when my dad was growing up, that's what Judge Perez was called. It was called Good Children Street because he's got pictures in the background of it. But I didn't know it was called Thank You, Me Too. So I could probably look that stuff up, but yeah, they rename everything. It's just crazy how they rename shit, and you know, like I can remember I was And my memory's not the best anymore. It is to a certain degree, but I remember I think I was like in first grade or second grade. And I lived on St. Ovide Street. I don't remember the exact address, but it was right on the side street. You come out, and you'd have the First NBC Bank on one side. You go a little ways, it's on the other side where the Winn-Dixie is, and the Walgreens on the corner, and then you'd have the Wendy's on the other side, going that way. All of that shit was like field. The fucking Winn-Dixie was on the other side of the street where the Radio Shack was. I don't know what the hell it is now. My dad used to work at that Winn-Dixie, but on the other side where that Winn-Dixie is now, that was a cow pasture. All that shit was just empty fields. None, that neighborhood, none of that shit was around. And oh shit, looks like Trump finally ended his speech. He went about 2 hours. He was talking for a good 2 hours. Because I've been on 2 hours, and when I started, he was starting his speech. So there we go. Oh, there's the balloons. Yeah, I think it's like starts with an S or I don't know, but yeah, it was growing up Park Chenier. That's what I called it. So I don't know. I know they do the strawberry the crawfish festival down there. I think
Crawfish Festival where?
St. Bernard.
Really?
St. Bernard. They do
they
the
got
crawfish
in the marsh out there.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Really?
But well, they do the crawfish festival in the park every year. They did it when I was a kid. See, they built some kind of stupid ass. You go in the front of it. They used to have the First NBC Bank. They built some kind of stupid fucking sports complex on that site. And I've never been to it, but that's where you'd have the government complex. You'd have the old the building, the complex building. That's where we go to field trips. And they had the stage and shit, and the Civic Center, St. Bernard Civic Center. That's where in the 70s and 80s, that Mid-South went and played in that Civic Center because my dad's got a ticket from like 78, where 78, 79, Junkyard Dog and shit was there because he's got the ticket. I think it was 79, 80-ish. But they would play in the St. Bernard Civic Center. I'm pretty sure they tore that down and built a complex on it. I could be wrong, but someone that told me I looked at Google Earth and there's a big ass complex on that land, and I go, where's the fucking, what the hell? Like in front of it. The back still has the park, but and across from the park they got the back way. You drive through the back way, and that's where they had all the woods and shit. Yeah. I don't know what they used to have concerts too. I got some of my dad's old ticket stubs. I think Rush played down there like 78. My dad's got a ticket, $1.50. Like in the front row. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, side by side. Well, wait, how are they side by side? See, on the right-hand side, they had houses. They must have tore that shit down. They had a neighborhood on that side. That whole section was a neighborhood. You go past where the park was, and all of that was neighborhood. The right side was a neighborhood. They must have tore that shit down. I don't know. It's been probably good 5-6 years since I've been down there. But I'm going by memory. Like how I remember it. Growing up. But they kicking around balloons.
So
Cup 49.
do they grow rice around St. Bernard Parish?
I think so.
Because mostly that's where, if you got rice fields, you got, crawfish ponds, because that's the crop rotation, or
Oh,
a
there's a
swamp,
gap
or
between.
or a swamp, or freshwater marshes. Which you get inland, you got fresh water. But I don't know. What's
Um,
happening?
they might. Well, I mean, when you get to down like Lakoski and Delacroix, that's pretty much.
Salt bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll kill crawfish. Crawfish can't take no salt.
Yeah. I mean,
We
they
have
get
to
them. They get
monitor.
them down there. They get them down there, but
Before I pumped into my crawfish pond years ago, I did a saltwater test. At the bayou, I did a saltwater test to make sure, the water was high, because Vermilion Bay is right down the road, and all that water comes up the Vermilion River, Vermilion Bay, Vermilion River, and the bayou by my house, Young's Bayou. So, anyway, I had to do that, check the salinity of the water before I started my tractor and pumped my water.
oh yeah. I'm trying to think. They had that bank, the first. I think it was the first NBC, the first national bank or something. That was right there. You go to the other side, they had that long ass field. Because I would skip out of that. I would walk from that side all the way down till I got to my grandparents' house, get right by the Circle K. I think it was a Circle K, probably was. Or maybe it was a 7-Eleven at the time. And then go down. The other time I just walked home. Walked to my grandparents. It was like, I don't know, mile and a half. I said, I was walking. Hell with it. But I remember one time I was walking home. They stopped on the side of the road and they said, what are you doing walking? I don't know. I didn't feel like taking a bus. I just felt like walking. Oh, it's Hibernia. Yeah, that would make sense now. Yeah, Hibernia is making a comeback. They were all Hancock Whitney bought them out. A few months ago, I saw where it said Hibernia coming back, coming soon. I'm like, oh, okay. That was the first bank I had, Hibernia. And they threw the Indiana sign down. Indiana is now out of the Union. They said, the hell with that. Cap One. Cap One can kiss my ass. As long as Samuel Jackson is a damn spokesperson, they suck ass. I will not put my money into somebody's spokesperson who's an Atlanta Falcons fan. I'm sorry. That shit, no. I took my money out as soon as I heard that. I said, nope, fuck that shit. Nope, no Cap One for me. That was my bank for a good 20 years or so. Man, this thing's still going. They're like, okay, now he's doing this, just standing here. I'm like, well. They were like, hi, I'm your president, and I endorse my message. Literally, he spent 2 hours talking. All he had to do was get up there and say, free beer. That's all he really had to say, but, good thing I had the caption on. I'm reading the caption. I'm sure Zanran will pop in and give me the lowdown, the skinny, on the high points and low points. When I'm done streaming, he should do a live stream and You know. Hey, it's 9:14 somewhere in this great nation, just not here. Hi, I'm Lester Holt. I have no idea why I am, but hey, look at me on television. Oh, that's it? They're ending it? Oh, okay. Well, NBC just ended the news is on. It's 11:15 at night. The local news is on. We just spent hours watching this. They lead off with former President Trump accepts nomination. We were just watching this. I love how they lead off with he accepts. Of course he accepts. What the hell is he gonna get up? What's he gonna say? He's gonna get there and just go, oh no. So they ought to say future President Trump accepts nomination. That's what they ought to say. But hey, who's this broad? All right, let's go back to Milwaukee and listen to some more awesome talk here. We're sitting here and blah blah blah, da, 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 and I don't know. This was pre-recorded. I got the heartburn like a son of a bitch. I got the Alka-Seltzer over there, but a cup's full of milk over that way. Yeah. Let's see. Let me get some of that stuff real fast.
All right, finish that. Had a survey on the hog.
Oh, I get those once in a while.
Man, 150 points. Shit.
Some of them I fill out, they say not eligible, and I go, what the fuck? I'm not eligible. I spent money. They go, some of them they'll say, you bought Kodiak pancakes. Do you remember buying them? No.
Yeah.
Are you
Oh,
sure
that's because you turning in them receipts that you didn't buy. Remember the ones you find?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, my mom gets those Kodiak pancakes or waffle mix or whatever it is. Those are the ones that get me 120, 130 points on Fetch.
Me too.
So,
give me some more lemonade and lean off the dock.
And this lean off the dock moment is brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires, who isn't giving me ad revenue. So, Grumpy Stack Tires. Go buy some tires from Grumpy Stack. Oh, let me rephrase that. Grumpy Stack Tires and Auto. I don't know, so you should auto. There we go. That's a new one I just made off the top of my head. So. Why do they call this commitment 2024? There is no really commitment here. I'm not committing, and there's no mint. I mean, it's 2024. I get that, but what's the point of commitment? I don't have a mint, and I can't commit to the mint. They're like, yeah, future President Trump did awesome today. He kicked everybody's ass. We don't remember that guy's name was in office now. I'm pretty sure he shit his pants and he ran like a little 12-year-old schoolgirl. He ran. But, oh, now they're back to Milwaukee in a live picture. I so wish. I wish this was in New Orleans. They would have freaked out. They would have been ape shit. I'm telling you, they put the NFL draft or RNC in this shit in New Orleans, and whew, yeah, the party would never end. But,
And back.
And that lean off the dock moment
was brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. By Stacks. Grumpy Stack Tires, that is. Located in Ville Platte, Louisiana, home of the Million Mile Tire. And you ship it, they'll handle it.
all that good stuff. You know, he changed the name on it to Grumpy Stack Tires and Auto. So
you're doing mechanic work.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 months ago, he changed it, and I said, Auto. I said, you ought to know.
Yeah, you ought to pay it, me and Kazin ad revenue. That's what you ought to do.
Yeah, let's prank call people. You know, back in the 90s when we didn't have ID and shit, it was a lot easier to prank
I was
call
doing that
people.
in the 70s, man.
Now it is. Now you can't really crank call anybody.
The mid 70s, the early 70s, we do that.
Yeah, I wasn't around.
In 74, man, I was 10. You know, I was doing it at 8.
Excuse me, do you have Prince Albert in a can? Ma'am, is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it.
Yeah. Is Robin there? No, there's no Robin here. You sure? Look on your windowsill. You know, a bird.
Yeah.
Oh man, one time I can't say what I did, but I did. Mama, and you know, if a older lady would answer the phone, we do, Mama, yeah, and she'd be all excited, you know. Can't say what was said next.
I remember one time I was working overnight, and my first job I was at Winn-Dixie, and I got on a payphone. I called. It was like 3:00 in the morning, and I had my friend's number down in Miro. And I'm out here at the time. So, and you know, I talked to him the night before, and we got into an argument, whatever shit. So I call him up like 3:00 in the morning. I was like, Dick? I was like, who is this? Like his dad asked, who is it? I went, Dick, you're needed in the office. There's been an explosion. You need to, because his dad worked at the refinery. And he's like, I'm like, Dick, you're needed at the office. The refinery's on fire. We're pulling in all personnel now. He's like, oh my God, I'm on the way. He got dressed, went to the refinery. They found out nothing was wrong. About 2 hours later, he fucking calls up on that payphone. He's like, you motherfucker, gotta do something. Like, he called up. Well, first he called up. They traced it to the Winn-Dixie. So he called up my manager. Like, you know that motherfucker, I'm going to come down and beat the shit out of you. And my boss is like, did anybody place a collect call to Miro about when I told everybody I did it, but no one narked me out. So we started laughing. Manager's like, yeah, this guy said he's going to come down here and kick my ass. So I really need to know if I should be scared. But nothing really happened. But yeah, I got him to like go to the fucking refinery. Because you know,
somebody that you knew?
My friend's dad.
Yeah, okay. And you was at work, so you was a teenager.
I was 17.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, dad, you know, you use 1-800-COLLECT and you go, you know, but the guy's name was Dick. His actual name was Dick. And I acted like, yeah, Dick, you're needed at the refinery, you know, because there was a running joke. Every couple of months, the fucking refinery would go on fire. You'd hear, it'd be like 2, 3 in the morning. And I lived a good maybe 10, 15 miles away, and you'd hear, boom! Like 3:00 in the morning, wake your ass up. But, well, yeah, I was messing around. I got away with that one, but, you know, I had a phone in my room when I was like 9, 10, 11 years old. I never used it too much, but I had one, the cord phone. I still have a cord phone somewhere. Every house I've been in's got a hookup. The old one had one. This one's got one. This house was built in, I think this house was built in 82. The old one was built in 72, 73. So that one definitely had a jack. Actually, that one had a big jack, and it was bolted shut, and I couldn't get into it. But yeah, that was some good times. Yeah. I remember when I was like in high school, like about 96, the beeper craze was everywhere. They beep, 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 beep. I didn't own a beeper, so everybody make fun of me. Well, you don't have a beeper. I'm not spending like $50 on a beeper. That's a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
What the hell it was? You rent a beeper for like $20 or something, whatever it is. And I used to call this girl that I dated, and I'd call her up on the beeper. I said, watch this. And I'd go to the payphone, and I'd be beep, 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 beep. And I'd sit there, and I'd say, hurry up, emergency. And she called me back, what's wrong, what's wrong? And I go, hi. I was like, hi. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm just messing around. But, and I remember her name, too. It's funny enough, because she's got 6 kids now. At least that's what I heard. But she was pretty hot back in the day. But
I used to have a beeper when I was with the fire department in Elton. Well, that was back in the 87 or so, I think. And man, that damn beeper pager was that big. That thing would weigh your pants down. If you didn't have a belt on, it'd weigh your pants down. Quick Wrench, what's up, Mona Me?
Quick Wrench in the building. Yeah, we're just bullshitting. Mostly talking about St. Bernard and other shit, but I remember this girl's name. Her name was Jenny Rainey. I don't know if Jack knows that name.
Shit, I found a beeper one time, and I was like, man, I wonder if I can get this, with my nose. Yeah. Somebody said, no. I went to a beeper place, and they said, no, you gotta turn that into the company it came from. He said, if you found it, they'll give you a reward. I'm like, really? He said, yeah. So I called up the company, and they had the little sticker on it, whatever. And bring it in. It's $50 reward on it. I'm like, really? Back then, $50 was a lot of money. Back in 84, 85, that was a lot of money.
Well, yeah. Damn right. I mean, hell.
Shit, that'd buy you a lot of gas.
Gas, ass, or grass. Oh, hell. I got up too fast. Plug my laptop in, plug. There we go. But there was another girl that I wanted to date. She was in my gym class back in the day, and her name was Amber Surpass. See, I remember names and shit. I remember I haven't seen these women in 25 plus years. So, my friend made a mixtape, and that's what he put in the beginning. He's like, all the girls you tried to date, you never got to date them. I was friends with one. I was friends with Jenny though, but I lost touch with these people. I like when I moved down to St. Bernard, I lost touch with all these people. Funny enough, except for one of my friends, he married my arch enemy. And I'm like, shit. There was this girl I did not stand. I could not like. Her name was Shay Petrie. And there was really nothing wrong about her. It's just like, guys hating girls, whatever. You're a kid. You don't know. You're a teenager. You don't fucking know. And I used to call Petri dish. But, my friend, well, her name was Shay, Chez, and then Petrie. So it was like a bad restaurant name.
Chez?
Shay.
Chez like Shea Perez?
Yeah. but her name was Shay Petrie. So,
Yeah.
and one of my friends is named PJ Campo. He's actually got a, not related to the main Campo, but he's got his air conditioned business.
Campo's Marina.
No, he's not related to them. But he's got his air conditioned business. Well, anyway, he married her. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because now she goes by Shay Campo. And I'm like, and I'm talking to my friend, and I hadn't seen him in about 20 years, but I reconnected with him. He's actually lives out here. I haven't hooked up with him or anything yet, or whatever, but he's got a place out here. He's got 2 or 3 buildings. He's got Mississippi. He's got 2 or 3. So he's basically a millionaire. He's got these AC, does the HEPA filters and stuff. So he's got a shitload of money. He's got he has a big staff. He's got a crew like 500 people. He's got a big. I'm trying to get him to hire me at some place, but he's like, I talked to him over the phone. He's like, yeah. So what you been up to? He goes, I married this one. I didn't know it was his high school sweetheart. At that time I left. I didn't go to high school with them. They went to Shaman High. I went to AJ, so I didn't know. Whatever. Oh, I'm talking about, and he goes, yeah, I married my girl, my high school sweetheart. He goes, you remember Shay Petrie? And I go, what the fuck? I said, that's my arch enemy. He goes, what do you mean? And I told him what went on, and he goes, well, shit. So it was just stupid shit. I just called him my arch. She got me in trouble for shit, and I got her in trouble for shit, like in art class, fucking around, and we were all friends, but that's why I nicknamed him my arch enemy. And so they married. Coincidentally, and has 4 or 5 kids and whatever. So, but a lot of my friends, they're doing pretty well nowadays. But but if you go on LinkedIn, he's got the air conditioned place, and he's getting ready to revamp and stuff. But he lives out here somewhere. But I was like, hey, if you got a job for me, I don't know how to do the HIPAA crap. I said I could, file paperwork. He goes, that's what the missus is for. I said, well, shit, I could file her paperwork. I don't know. But it's funny. A lot of the people that I never thought would get married growing up got married. Weird shit. Like friends, like my friend married a girl in the golf kind of, and he was not golf, but he dated this girl, married her, and I'm just like, shit, the world is going upside down. And he didn't like this girl for the longest time. And I don't know, weird shit. It's funny how stuff works out that way. He's the only other one of my friends. I only have 2 friends that got married. Most of my friends from high school are single still. They're not, they don't date too much, but so that was just weird how it happened. Appreciate you popping in, Jack. Who dat? Go Saints. Yeah, I'm gonna do another stream, Jack. I'm doing one tomorrow night, probably around 7:30. I'm gonna do a stream Saturday night. Don't know what time yet. I could have did a stream last night. Honestly, I could have done a stream last night. I just did not realize. I fell asleep. I woke up and I'm like, shit, it's 2 a.m. So I'm going to start doing 3 and 4. At least 2, but, the 2 weeks I did not do live streams, I lost almost all my watch hours in 2 weeks.
Really?
In 2 weeks.
All your watch hours?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Your watch hours from the past year, you mean?
No, from the last 28 days.
Oh. I
had 246 watch hours. In 28 days, it went from 246 to 23.
Damn.
And I'm like, what the hell? I'm telling you, it's something going on with that nonsense. Like, I only get like 10 hours of streaming. Maybe, but it won't be 7. It'll probably be 7:30. I gotta wait for the roomie to leave. But in case she asks me for something, I don't want to be on a live stream. Like, what you doing? Like, leave me fuck alone. But Last week, I didn't even remember it was Thursday. I said, what the hell is today? Last week, I was kind of like, I don't know what the hell. They all blend together. I'm off tomorrow, so I ain't gonna worry about that shit. Right? The only thing I plan on doing tomorrow is going to the Waffle House and get me some breakfast. It's right on the corner right there. I'm like, shit.
I love, man. I tell you what, I can make a good little meal with Waffles House hash browns. Get that chunk smothered, scattered, chunk smothered. All right, cheese, ham, onions. What else? I think that's it.
Yeah,
mushrooms. I'll do that. If they offer mushrooms,
probably.
Mushrooms. If you got them, put them.
Appreciate you, Jack. You have a good night. Are you going back into Paris tomorrow night? Well, there you go.
Oh,
before you leave, go knock on Cajuan's door. Wake up Cajun 4 in the morning. Say, I'm here. Where's breakfast?
I didn't know you was in my area, man.
I didn't either until he said it. I don't know. It's crazy stuff. But what was that? I'm gonna say something. Oh, yeah, the Waffle House is right there. I'm in the back of my subdivision. I'm in the back of my neighborhood. Like, so I gotta walk to the front, which is about maybe 5 minutes walking, and you turn, and there's the Waffle House. So it's right there on the corner.
Splattered.
So, and I haven't went to it. It's a small Waffle House, but I signed up for the Waffle House thing, and I got a thing of free hash browns.
Most of them are all the same size, just the parking lot that makes them bigger.
Maybe, but this is, I don't know. This one's really, really small. But during the breakfast hours, they're really like busy. I passed through the parking lot to get home. It's a shortcut. In the evening, like I got home from work, it was 6 o'clock. When I got home, nobody was in that parking lot. Nobody. It was an empty parking lot. Holy shit, the whole day, it's rain tomorrow. The whole goddamn state is highlighted in green. Hell, the whole South is highlighted in green.
Man, we went partied in Lafayette one time. And where did we go? Man, we were drinking and all that. We were in Lafayette, in between Lafayette and Breaux Bridge at Mulat's. And they were not at Mulat's, at Kaiser's. It was right next to Mulat's, Cajun restaurant. And it was Kaiser, it was a dance hall. And the owner of it, he was closing down, and man, he was just selling beer for $1, till he ran out of beer. And he was still making money, $1, $1.50, I forgot. Man, we were drinking, and then my cousin's girlfriend, we went to Waffle House, and we went ate, and she steals an ashtray from Waffle House. This is back when you can still smoke in restaurants and whatever, Yeah. Everywhere. Well, I think it's at Walmart, Walmart, they had a policy, no smoking since, I think, 90 something. Probably 92, 93. Anyway, she steals an ashtray, and we all drinking, man. What we're drinking. But, we were leaving, and here come the manager running out after us. And he says, ma'am, would you give us that ashtray back, please? Well, my cousin got mad at her, too, because he had just picked that girlfriend up a couple of weeks before. Didn't know she stole and all that. And, man, she was like, I ain't got nothing. Robert said, give me your purse. He unzipped it, did like that. Gave the manager back the ashtray. He says, I apologize, sir. He says, we didn't, we not that type. I guess she is, and I'm fixing to break up with her. She going to the road as soon as we get back home. So, and he did too. He said, you out of here. Go down the road.
If they're going to steal an ashtray, you don't know what the hell they're going to steal from you.
Yeah. Usually it's, like, hey, let's get us a little memory from this place. You know, I mean, you know, a lot of people have done that. You know, from certain
Yeah.
restaurants and hotels and all that. Yeah, but man, like you know, you don't do that while. Yeah, I guess you do it while you drink. But you know, she the one who wasn't driving. I was the one driving. You know, so
Yeah. Oh, you know what I should have showed when Jack was here? I got my Swegman's thing right here. I should have showed him that.
and then at the time I had a CDL. You know, I wasn't driving truck, but I had a CDL. I had my radio shop at the time because I had got grandfathered in the CDL. All I had to do was take the tests, you know, and then pay for my each endorsement on my license. So
No.
anyway, yeah, man. You get caught drinking and driving, and you got a CDL, they yank it, man. You know, for I think
Oh, sure they
I forget
do.
what it was a long time ago. You know, the rules were a little bit more lax than they are now. But yeah, you
Oh,
get
yeah.
caught drinking and driving, you know, a hit like that on your driver's license.
Hmm.
That's what I wasn't happy with her neither. Man, you did that. No, you know, they could have called the cops. And, you know, we had 8, but they could have told. They probably could have, you know, thought, hey, yeah, these guys have been drinking and, you know, blah, blah.
Oh, shit. Waffle House around 2, 3 a.m. is the best time. You get food and you get entertainment with the drunks coming and beating the shit out of each other. Ram checks out for the season. Son of a bitch. Well, that was forgiven. Well, our tackle's already fucking. They placed him on injured reserve. What the hell? That's not what I want to hear. He's the best tackle we have.
Yeah, shit, I figured David would be up here by now. He must have said, what's up, and left.
Maybe. I mean, I'm probably only going another 10, 15 minutes at best anyway, because I've only.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to jump out of here then, because, man, I'm hungry.
Well, if you leave, then I'm in
earlier.
the stream, because I already went 2.5.
Yeah, I went 242 and 30, almost 30. Anyway, yeah, I'm hungry.
Give me something to eat. I'm sleepy. I'm probably
I'm
going
not
to
tired. I'm hungry. Now,
I'm gonna
I will
end
be
this.
tired. I will be sleepy after I eat. I guarantee you that.
I'm going to end this. I'm going to go watch that premiere, and then I'm probably going to take a nap. Because if it rains tonight, then I just saw the weather. It said 90% for the entire week.
I'm gonna dig in that
Pelicans lost again.
On board.
Pelicans are 0-4 in the preseason. I'm disappointed now.
All right, guys, y'all take it easy. No, good seeing all of y'all again, as always. So anyway, let's start. Love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. A Pluta.
See, Caden. All right. Well, let's see. I guess we're gonna call it a stream because I know Dave is still here, but I thought I was gonna bring the ladies on the panel tonight, but couldn't get the hookup around or anything. But that's okay because they will be on the panel one of these nights, and you know, it's got to work out with the timing and such. But anyway, I'm gonna stream tomorrow night, 7:30ish, give or take. So you know, tomorrow night I'll do 7:30 to about 9, because you know Scotty comes on at 9. Now, if Scotty does not do a live stream because he didn't do it on Wednesday, if he doesn't do a live stream, then it's 7:30 to whenever the hell I'm done, which might still be 9. But you know. And then Saturday is the special wild card stream, so that'll be TBD, because that might be like 8 o'clock or 8:30 from 10, 11 on, whatever. So that Saturday night's the wild card, because I haven't done a Saturday stream in a long time. That's the wild card stream, as I like to call it. And I could have did a stream yesterday, Now, after Saturday, I might do on Sunday. I just don't know yet. It's a real what you call it. So anyway, I appreciate y'all being on the stream and listening to my rambling and nonsense. And yeah, memory lane with Jack, basically. So anyways, y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe we can get some more people in here because I must be doing something wrong because I can't seem to keep an audience lately. But that's okay. Maybe if I get the ladies in here in bikinis, maybe we'll get the audience back. I don't know. We get Miss Carly in the bikini and then we got something going. But she's got to get better soon, and I'm sure she will. So, but anyways, y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all later. And that's that. See ya.